Now, going over to the political part podcast, I have a CNN clip about lying about Joe Biden's health going viral on social media. Now, this brought us thanks to End Wokeness, in which he says, quote, "Stop what you're doing, watch this. The way they effortlessly lied to the public about Biden's health should infuriate you. Never trust the propagandist again." And there you can see Don Lemon. At least he suited up. He did something smart. Low bar, I know. At least he looks professional. Then you have Sideshow Bob. Oh, no, I mean, the Pear Gal. And this is from, credited to CNN. I'm not seeing the date, just says 2024. But nevertheless, hear what they have to say. About 2 minutes and 40 seconds, so might feel like an eternity of insufferability, but we shall get through it together.
Does the president have the stamina, physically and mentally, do you think, to continue on even after 2024?
Don, you're asking me this question. Oh my gosh, he's the president of the United States. You know, I can't even keep up with him.
The most difficult part about a meeting with President Biden is preparing for it, because he is sharp, intensely probing, and detail-oriented and focused.
I can testify because I've been working very closely with this president for the past 2 years. I've been knowing him for 30 years. And I'm telling you, this guy's tough. He's smart. He's on his game.
Joe Biden has vision. He has knowledge. He has a strategic thinker.
The president is focused. He's detail-oriented. He's always thinking about the big picture.
He is engaging. He is capable. He has an incredible record as president.
And I'm often with him on foreign trips.
Hey, it's the bird lady. Well, the lady who looks like a bird because she's so weird looking. Well, granted, I don't have much ground to stand on, but that is the former Treasury head who famously said, well, when someone asked her the basic economic question, did you know that printing an ungodly amount of cash and money out of thin air would cause inflation? And her response was, whoops, I didn't know that would happen. Which kind of shows you the average IQ of the Biden administration.
He's at the top of his game.
So he has a vision. He has knowledge. He has judgment. He has a strategic
Skeletor. I mean, Pelosi.
thinking.
I met with the president.
What's their Bernie Sanders saying?
A strategic thinking.
I met with the president, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks ago, and he seemed fine to me.
I have complete confidence in the president. I have watched him expertly guide meetings of staff and cabinet members. I could not have more confidence in the president.
I would just tell you that I meet frequently with the president, and every single time I meet with him, he is just fine.
But he is, again, knowledgeable, wise.
Incredibly sharp, incredibly probing, incredible command of the details.
He is sharp. He is on top of things.
There is nothing to these challenges, these suggestions that somehow he's not sharp and he's not capable.
We see Joe Biden up close. We know how attuned he is to the issue.
And you're going to see how smart he is and the experience he has.
Dr. Jill Biden, who maybe she gets an award for like most abusive wife of history. Because again, there's a high propensity they knew about his cancer years ago. Because again, he had the best doctors on the planet testing him all the time to make sure he's healthy and able to run the country. Yeah, I can't but think she just used him as an ends to the means for more and more power.
I say his age is an asset.
He's wise.
Yes, he's wise. He has wisdom. He has experience.
And his experience, because of his age and his wisdom, has been invaluable to this country.
A lot of countries, people who've been in office a longer period of time are praised for their wisdom.
I have seen a lot of 72-year-olds not as capable as this 80-year-old.
It is hard for us to keep up with this president.
His mental...
Because he confuses you? I mean, that would make sense. I mean, a lot of people struggle to understand what the heck he was saying at the time. Now, it's just because of his stutter, which they claim is just a stutter.
Acuity is great. It's fine. It's as good as it's been over the years. He's fine. All this right-wing propaganda that his mental acuity has declined is wrong.
And this kind of sense that he's not ready for this job is just a bucket of BS that's so deep, your boots will get stuck in.
Yeah, you don't hate the mainstream media enough. This went pretty well. I got 2.2 million likes and 78,000 views. Wait, stop that. Reverse. 2.2 million views and 78,000 likes. Scrolling down more and more. The gas stove says this one tops them all. I was going to say, is he no longer contrarian? We have that douche from MSNBC.
Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth. This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. And I've known him for years. The Brzezinskis have known him for 50 years. If it weren't the truth...
Yeah, that was right before the presidential debate where Joe Biden stayed awake for sometimes and mumbled through most of it. Well, granted, some people might say that Joe Biden still does articulate better than myself when I speak, but I would argue the more and more viewers and followers I've gained, the better I've become. So click that subscribe button. It might help with my speaking aptitudes. That's a long-standing theory I have. It's slowly, I think, been proven true. Now, I got 337 likes. The anti-left meme says Biden is both. It's a screenshot from the National Review. It says, is Biden senile or a pathological liar? Getting 151 likes. Scrolling down more and more. Western Decline says he's physically and mentally unfit to be president, and that's why they loved him. He's the easiest president to control. Getting 296 likes and him stuttering. Jace HSTL says, yet another example of the media being the enemy of the people. They knew it, they hid it. Getting 108. Speaking of 109 likes. Andrew Wilson has an article screenshotted from New York Post, credited to Carol Murkowski, sorry. And it says, quote, Biden's decline is obvious to everyone but the press, getting 63 likes. Let's see. James Gerald says, whoever was in control was giving us this. And it's a drag queen with demonic literal makeup and horns on reading to children, getting 76 likes. National Artificial says, quote, reporter. Reports that come out indicating that water possesses the property of wetness. Senator Schumer, can you speak of that? Chuck Schumer, this is baseless claim. The right-wing propagandists are just pushing this ridiculous narrative. It's not true. Water is not wet. Getting 56 likes. Pro-American Politics says, quote, Pam Bondi needs to appoint a special counsel and to investigate this fraud perpetrated to the American people. Getting 98 plus making 99 likes. Although I'm pretty sure she's busy doing something. Lord knows she doesn't seem to be doing much, but, maybe there'll be a breaking story any second now and she'll do something of great magnitude and of importance. Maybe. Scrolling down more and more. Glendale Godness says, quote, yep, even Biden admitted he had cancer 2 years ago and they all covered it up afterwards. Yep, people forgot about this clip.
And because it was a 4-lane highway that was accessible, my mother drove us, and rather than us be able to walk. And guess what? The first frost, you know what was happening. You had to put on your windshield wipers to get literally the oil slick off the window. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer. And why can't, for the longest time, Delaware had the highest cancer rate in the nation.
And after that, of course, everyone said, oh no, he misspoke, yada, 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 which, again, one of the contributing reasons why Joe Biden was so hard to understand, he had so many issues with his body when he was in president, I suspect maybe it was because he's taking cancer drugs. A lot of them have some detrimental negative effects, although I'm, of course, not a doctor. I would argue I have better morals than some doctors, but nevertheless, it's an instance where, yeah, a lot of those people are saying there's some parallels between the behaviors Joe Biden had when in office and the side effects of certain cancer drugs. So maybe that explains some of his behavior. Yeah, so again, I guess he had cancer years ago. Scrolling down more and more. Not seen any contrarian statements thus far. Bajoran says, what I don't understand is if they knew he had medical issues, why didn't they just let Harris step in? If they didn't think she was ready, why did they have her run as a nominee? All this is an incredible cut and paste mess of lies, getting 34 likes. That's a good question. I mean, again, I have no evidence to this theory. I've thought about, what would explain all the behaviors they've done and all the things that they've been doing. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that, they used Joe Biden, got him elected, and then they wanted him to expire or step down and then Kamala take over. Maybe Joe Biden still had a little bit of a backbone. He said, no, I'm not doing that. I mean, again, a lot of them were asking him to drop out of the recent presidential election, but he was vehemently against it. And again, he only dropped out via a tweet, which we know Karine Jean-Pierre, the foreign press secretary, is the one who actually handles his Twitter account. That's the only, he said he would never drop out, and then a tweet came out saying he dropped out. Do you really think Joe Biden tweeted that? Do you think he even knows what extra Twitter is? So again, that's kind of one of my theories I have. Again, not much, I don't have any evidence of that. Now you also have Just Saying says, quote, we lied about Biden every way we could, but he has cancer now, so never mind. I don't think so. Getting 13 likes. So yeah, we'll see if there's any whistleblowers who come forward and kind of admit like, oh yeah, here's some evidence. We've been hiding up for years. But let me know. Do you think, this is all just coincidence? He gets it out of the blue now, and that, again, the best doctors on the planet didn't run the proper test to realize now we know that his late stage prostate cancer is apparently spread to his bones, and again, a lot of the experts, I should say real experts, the doctors, are noting that you would detect this. This is very detectable. You detect this years ago. But as always, let me know in the comments because it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.